Tuesday class job market episode 19. Welcome to this channel. I am called Andedo Mark. Tuesday class job markets, a platform where we share several unique and critical ideas concerning the job market. Whatever you are doing to earn your living, whatever you are doing to make sure that you develop, whatever you are doing to make sure that you become the best employer or the best producer or the best performer, all of those junks, we discuss them in this platform. Together, we dive it as a class in terms of relation to job, and then the market. Market is the entire environment where the laborers and the laborers are found, and the employer and the employees are found. So this is generally called a market. This is the main aim of this channel. So if you have been missing several episodes concerning this topic or these episodes, please make sure that you visit my YouTube account, which is Andedo Mark. Please just subscribe. That's the best support you can give me. And then after listening, watching and reviewing some of the clips, please, if they are of benefit to you, just give a thumbs up, meaning like it. Then you can share the contents or share the links with your friends, with any other person, the employer, the employees, the staff who is willing to develop himself, and even anybody with a burning question that we can discuss. We can do research on it and then we present it here. Please don't be selfish. When you are helped, help the others also. Then please just drop a comment, and if possible, please ask as many questions as possible. Now, this is part 19 or episode 19, and today we are going to handle the last part of a series of 5 main critical issues in us. There is a question, mostly they like probing question. A probing question is a question that brings a discussion, brings on a discursive nature of answers, whereby you explain yourself to some extent. For example, you can be asked, tell us about your strength, tell us about your weaknesses, tell us about what motivates you, tell us about your skills, and then don't fail to tell us about weaknesses. Now, we have been running a show on this series, and today is the last part of that, where we are going to talk about the weaknesses. Like I said before, no one is perfect, but we have a chance to work towards perfection. That is why nowadays we don't really look up to training, we look up to development, because to develop is to grow wholly in terms of skills, in terms of abilities, in terms of social relationship, in terms of leadership, in terms of management, in terms of performance. That is development. But training is a specific subject targeted to a specific group for a specific job. So it's better you develop yourself rather than training yourself. Development is better. Now, very quickly, let's look at some of the weaknesses. This question is majorly asked during the interview. Remember, apart from the normal arranged question, one of the interviewer can just probe in a question from nowhere, asking you, yes, now tell us some of the weaknesses. We have heard about you, we have seen your CV, we have seen your performance, we have seen your achievements, and also you have told us the changes you are bringing here. Suppose of anything, what are some of the things that we can quote down to term as your weaknesses? Every person must be having a weakness. And remember, the weaknesses does not mean that you cannot do that work. No, some of the weaknesses, to some extent, the way you are going to see them, they are really actually advantageous, especially from the side of the employer. But to you, it might seem as a weakness, because to some extent it either derails your power or makes you fatigue, or maybe makes you to fail deliver the way it's needed. But when utilized well, when properly planned, they are really the strength actually. Okay, so very fast, I have some 10 components, and remember I told you in these presentations, out of my research, you can also do your own research. Be a person who reads. Most of knowledge are hidden in the books, and don't hate reading. In fact, sometimes I wonder, how can a whole person sleep the whole day, 24 hours, without even reading an article, even just a paragraph. Read, even if it's the Bible, read it. Read every day. Have a newspaper. These marketing papers. Read. Knowledge are hidden there. So out of my research, if I get some, you can also have power to get others. Don't confine yourself within these ones. But these are critical because at the interview level, maybe they will only need 5. I give you 10. So options are yours. There are normally strong points and some are weak. But pick on the 3 strong ones, explain or expound on them. That will be enough for them. Now, what are some of the answers you can give? Suppose you are asked, tell us your weaknesses. These are the qualities, the characters in short. Number 1, talk of insecurity. As a staff, I am normally insecure. What do you mean by being insecure? Insecurity means, especially to some extent, we can call it jealousy in terms of love relationship. We put it vaguely that you are insecure, meaning that you are jealous. You are too much protective. So I am such a staff that when you employ me, I will hold up that work, make sure I do it to some extent that nobody can do it better than me. I want to be the best on it. I want to perfect it. I want to make it achieved. I want it, in short, I want my name to be written after that because I'm the achiever. I fear that in case I'm not there, in case I do the shoddy work, someone else might take over. You know, that jealousy. I remember when we were in high school with some friends of mine, and wherever they are, may God continue blessing them. Ogonda, where you are. We have William, where you are. Eric, my friend, is a great teacher to physics and maths, coastal part of Kenya. That's so wonderful. William, very great teacher there. In fact, all of them, I think, are teachers. Those are very great minds. These were good friends at a group whereby we were jealous of each other in academic situation, whereby in every weekly assessments we would be like, wewe hautanishinda kwa maths leo, wewe hautanishinda kwa chemistry, today I will beat you in that physics, I will beat you in that agriculture, I will beat you in that business studies. You know, it was a competition whereby when the results come out, you get someone has got 84, that's plain A, another one has got maybe 80 or just 79 A minus. So you are like, you man, you are not my grade, you cannot reach me, you are not my grade. And by the end of the day, we ended up naming each other, nicknaming each other my grade, my number 1, my level best, grade. Even there's a book I wrote, my first book ever to be published, I quoted some of them there. I called them grade. The way I saved them in my phone book, grade, Eric grade, William grade, whatever grade, because that was our motto in terms of academic jealousy, you know. So that insecurity whereby you are fear, when somebody defeats you, he will get a lot of opportunity, he will be selected, he will be picked, you know. In that extent, that's what we call that. It is being insecure. Weakness number 2, I panic and tension. Especially when the deadlines are not met, when things are messed up. For example, computers have rebooted and everything is messed up. I panic because it's like I'm going to mess everything. When you panic, things can even mess further. Things can even go more bad. You may fail to achieve whatever you want to achieve. So it's a weakness. You should not panic. Always feel at relaxed. But even me, naturally as a person, to some extent I do panic, especially when I feel that time is going, yet I have not even reached the quarter of the work I'm supposed to deliver. I like beating the deadline. When I beat the deadline, it is a motivation to me. When deadline beats me, I feel panic or tension. Number 3 weakness, too much detailed. Why is it a weakness? When you are too much detail, it means you will take a lot of time to document a simple thing, to draft. For example, for me, I am weak in writings, and I think that's why I became an author. I remember in my high schools writing the compositions, the insha's. When they are saying write 1.5 page or write 1 page, I'm telling you I could even write 3 pages, you know. Why? I am verbal. How do you call it? Verbal diarrhea? Something like that. I wrote a lot of things. I want to explain something until I feel that now it will be understood better. You know, there's too much details. Writing each and everything to be noted there. It takes a lot of time. It consumes spaces, and some of the end, it even erroneous or error prone, you know. It can cause a lot of errors. So it's a weakness. You should not be too much details in some extent. That's why in our years of education, we were taught how to do the summary. Another weakness, self-criticism, especially when I fail to meet the deadline, when I fail to get something correct. Yes, we can do exam, yes, but I'm not perfect that I will get 10 over 10, I can fail to get 7, I can get 8. I feel pity myself, I criticize myself. What happened? This thing, I knew it. How comes I fail again? You criticize yourself. Now what you should do as a good staff is that whenever something has happened, the glass has broken, what will happen next? Just think the way forward. When you criticize yourself too much, you fail to get the way out. So that is one weakness that I have. You can tell the examiners or the interviewers like that. Another weakness, I am always quick to trust. I am always quick to brief somebody. I am always fast in believing somebody. Why is it a weakness? This one can expose me to dangers, especially in financial management, especially in leadership skills, especially in delegation of duties. If I trust you so fast, I delegate a very delicate duty to you, then you fail to do it. Maybe it was a proposal that was supposed to be written for the executive meeting that is taking place in the next 2 hours. CEOs, managers, they have traveled overseas to come for this executive meeting. You are supposed to draft something as a personal assistant, yet here I trusted you to do it on my behalf as I handle other issues. My friend, I come 10 minutes to time, you have not even started. You are like, I forgot, oh my God. What? Now, if I trusted you like that, it's a weakness. I should have done it by myself, So trusting somebody so easily, it's a weakness. Another weakness you can talk about is overworking. When you overwork yourself, you mess up things. When you overwork yourself, you are prone to errors. When you overwork yourself, your health issues also problem. For example, when you're working with a desktop, those rays hitting your eyes to some extent, you will be forced to use the glasses and all that. So health-wise, not okay. Body-wise, physique, it's not okay. And also in terms of performance, it might fail you. So when you overwork yourself, you can even work back home. You don't have time for the family, you don't have time for your wife. Children are crying, nobody can help with homework because you are busy. You are carrying office work to home. Weekend, you are so busy in the office. Sundays, church, even you're just rushing to go back to the office. That one is a weakness that you should plan yourself to have some time for yourself also. Another weakness number 6, I think. Number 7, fear of the unknown. It is this fear of the unknown that sometimes causes the panic or the weakness we talked about. You fear what will happen in case manager is not around. What if he comes back and get that this glass was broken and I did not report? Fear of the unknown. When you fear the outcome, you become naive. Once you are naive, you cannot think, you cannot act. You are always that when I replace this bulb, what will happen? Instead of just replacing this bulb, then write down all the contents, all the procedures, all the cost incurred, then you present it to the accountant or to the HR. Rather than waiting, all machines work is supposed to be done, work is piling, yet for you, just connecting the socket was a problem because your HR has to see and prove first. Fear of the unknown is not good, it's a weakness. Another weakness that we can talk about is the perfectionist. Perfectionist is almost like the same as being too much detailed. You are a perfectionist. For example, me, yes, I know I am a perfectionist. I want everything to appear perfect. It's not possible, of course you know that. So if you struggle too much to be perfect in each and everything, by the end of the day, you will be tired. You will not beat the deadline. You will end up fearing anything. You will end up repeating the same thing over hours and hours, overworking yourself. And now that is a weakness that you should not talk about, you should not entertain. Then multitasking. Yeah, it is a plus to the women. They keep on saying that women can multitask. You are having a phone on your ears, phone is here, your hand is pressing another one, you are washing the dishes, milk is there, your child is crying there, you handle all these things at the same time. Yes, you can be a jack of all trade, no problem, but it's okay to be a master of one. It is the Bible that said that you cannot be a servant to two masters. Of course, you will serve them, yes, but you will be perfect on one master. So, we can do all kinds of trade. Like we say, I can do all through Christ who strengthened me, but I can master in one. Okay, so multitasking is a weakness. Lastly, poor delegation of tasks. This one also in relation with the trust. I can be your supervisor, I can be a team leader, I can be a branch manager or your line manager. Now, because I trust you, because I believe in you, maybe because of your physique, I will put you at the bouncer group. Be there. Because of your IQ is too high, I might mistake you to delegate you a duty that concerns the IT. Yet you don't even know anything to do with the keyboarding, you know. So trust issues and quick belief of on somebody might make you delegate duties wrongly. So if you delegate duty wrongly, things might end up being messed and you will be in charge. Very good. Those are some of the weaknesses that you can note down. You can pick on 3 and explain to them. Explain them in such a way that they appear positive, and by the end of the day conclude by saying, even though I am weak in such areas, I am working towards bettering them. You get that? In terms of perfectionist, I am trying to do my things very fast so that I have ample time to revise and peruse and go over whatever I've written to save time. Panicking, I'm trying to work on that through encouragement, through reading a lot, through getting prepared early so that I do delivery on the right time to avoid panicking. So also try to tell them your weaknesses and the possible solution you are trying to work on so that you become the best, because nobody will entertain your weaknesses. Let me assure you that. Whether they are smiling or laughing with you there, I'm telling you, when now you are on the ground working, no one will entertain nonsense. I am calling you in my company. I am absorbing you to become a problem solver, not a problem creator. So if you cannot solve my problem, pack and go. To that extent, may I see you, may we meet next time. May God bless you. To the subscribers, please subscribe. Subscribe, support my channel, share, like it. My YouTube account, Andedo Mark. Just search it, please subscribe. My Facebook page, Common Sense Isn't Common. Every word, every first letter in the word is capitalized. Common, capital C. Sense, capital S. Isn't, capital I. Common, capital C. Then Facebook account is Andedo Mark. Email andedomark@yahoo.com. WhatsApp +254 711223525. Another number that you can use, 30407344. See you next time. Please subscribe. May God bless you. That's the best support you can give me. See you next time, episode 20.